that delayed. Satan loves to use your parents. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'll try to do this quickly, as fast as I can anyway. Okay. Okay, so it's 28, I believe. Namaste. Pichinya tapang jiapang jakatavasyam yoginaha. Daje japas dadal tama pavanama. Daje japas dadal tapavanama. Branovasyam japaha. Branovan piteyasyam. Jeshivarasyam pavanama. Tadasyam yoginaha pranavam japataha pranavam tam cham pavayata sechitame mekangram pavayata sechitamekangram sampadyate tatam chokutama Sivantyaya diyogama sitam Sivantyaya diyogama sitam Yogat sivantyaya mamanet Sivantyaya yoga sampatitya Paramatma prakashate iti. I want to read this again. I want to also double check the spelling. The printing is fuzzy. Not okay. Sivantyaya diyogam Sivantyaya diyogama sitam Yogat sivantyaya mamanet Yogat sivantyaya mamanet Sivantyaya yoga sampatitya Paramatma prakashate iti. Now, by the yogin who has recognized the power of the word to express the thing, repetition of it, and reflection upon its meaning, the repetition of the mystic syllable, and reflection upon the Ishvara who is signified by the mystic syllable, then in the case of this yogin who thus repeats this mystic syllable and reflects upon its meaning, mind stuff attains to singleness of intent. And so it hath been said, through study, let him practice yoga. Through yoga, let him meditate on study. By perfectness in study and in yoga, Supreme Soul shines forth clearly. Okay. I have to mark that. Finished. Next up is Veda. Yeah, I've gotten to a point I don't need other things that are nuisance now. Humans, I mean. If you're a human, you might be a nuisance to me. Everything else is nice. Just humans. Even your parents. Sometimes your parents are the dumbest of them all. Would you call that ironic? You know, you got the smartest person in the world whose parents are the dumbest in the world. Only on the earth. Only on the earth. Nowhere else does it happen. Alright, my camera's lagging again. If you're on my computer, please get off my computer. I'm not in the mood today. You know, because as long as people hear my Sanskrit, it doesn't really matter what they look at it or not, and whether they look at my face or not. But anyway, please get off my computer, because the things that come out of my mouth, you know, I'm non-violent. I have to say that all the time. It's kind of, you have to. That's how, you know, that's what you do when you're dealing with humans. You know, you can't trust them, because the word trust is like, what's the exact opposite of money? No, that's what trust is. Anyway, alright, 40, I believe. Yeah, if my Sanskrit makes you disappear because I'm not in the mood today, and you just happen to bother me today, and you just, you know, caught me at a really bad moment. If I destroy half of your country, you know, because of what you heard today from my Sanskrit session, well, you don't even have to hear it, actually. I could, you know, I have to just say it. And if I, you know, if I were, I don't, what I'm trying to say is I'm not this mad all the time. You know, like, usually I'll take, you know, harassments, because it happens to me all the time. I'm like, okay, it's time to be harassed again. Let's go, you know, that kind of thing. But not today. Just, I dealt with so much today. So if you could leave me alone today, you know, maybe there's a, you know, hope for you. But otherwise, if something, you know, if I get rid of half your nation with my Sanskrit today because I was really mad, I'm just gonna say I'm sorry. So let's just put it that way. Continue. Namaste. I'm also trying to say, you know, don't bother me, but humans never listen. I mean, if humans in general don't listen, what are, you know, how are bad people gonna listen to me, you know? Hare Krishna. Namaste. Soma po shono janana rayinam janana divo janana vrativyah janatang vishvasyam puvanasyam gopang devan akaranam banana morotasya na pima imam devan jayamanam drushanam tamam tamamsi guhatam ajushitva pyamenandraha pakavama savanantaha soma poshapyam janadu sariyasu soma poshano rajaso vimanam sabda chakram ratama visheva minambama ratama visheva minambama Vishuvaratam manasang yujiyamanam tam jinambato purashano pancharashimimu divyaniyaha sadanam chakram uchuchang purativyam manio atyanantarikushwe tavasamapyam puruvaram purukushum ranyasuposham vi Shuyotang na pimasame Vishvanyanyo Puvana Jajana Vishvamanyo Apichakushono eti Soma Pushono Babatam Tiam me Yuvan Piam Vishvaha Purotana Jayama Kiam Pusho Jinam Batu Pishiva Minumbo Rayim Somo Rai Patil Dutatu Somo Rai Patil Datatu Avatu Devya Titira Nalvan Devya Titira Lan Avatu Devya Titira Nalvan Purahadu Badema Vidate Subiraha. Namaste. That was really satisfying, folks. Soma and Bhushan, parents of all riches, parents of earth, and parents of high heaven. You twain go forth as the whole world's protectors. The gods have made center of life eternal. At birth of these two gods, all gods are joyful. They have caused the darkness which we hate to vanish. Meet these with Soma and with Bhushan. Indra generates ripe, warm milk in the raw milk cows. Soma and Bhushan, urge your chariot hither, the seven-wheeled car that measures out the region. That stirs not all, that moves to every quarter, 5 reined and harnessed by the thought ye mighty. One in the heaven on high hath made his dwelling, on earth and in the firmament the other. May they disclose to us great store of treasure, much longed for, rich in food, source of enjoyment. One of you twain is parent of all creatures, the other journeys onward, all beholding. Soma and Bhushan, aid my thought with favor. With you may we overcome in all encounters. May Bhushan stir our thought, the all-impelling. May Soma, Lord of riches, grant us riches. May Aditi, the perfect goddess, aid us. Loud may we speak with heroes in assembly. Alright, I'll mark that finished. Next up is Upanishads. What's the point of being alive when you're surrounded by enemies? Even your people who are, connected to you, by DNA, are your enemies. Not all of them, but yeah, The world is a video game. Is it? Because if it is a video game, I got a lot of things to fix in this world, non-violently. I just say, Hare Krishna, and the truck comes and hits the assailant. I go, I didn't do it. Everybody says he didn't do it. I go, yeah, that's right. Walk away. Next, 15th Kanva, Upanishads. There's 2 shlokas. Namaste. Apranui samanplavanante sa himkaro meko jayate sa prasatavo pashati sa udagito vidyotate setanayati sa pratihara udagurahunoti Tananitanam Mettadvairupam Tananitana Mettadvairupam Baljanie Protam Sanyam Eva Mettadvairupam Baljanie Protam Veda Virupam Shecham Virupam Shecham Surupam Shicham Pashu Nabarunante Salvama Yurati Jyogajivati Mahanam Prajayan Pashu Pilpabati Mahanam Kirtiyan Pashanantam Na Nildatatadu Baratam Ninindatat Ninindatat Ninindat Ninindatatadu Baratam Ninindatatadu Ninindatatadu Baratam. Okay. Iti Panchadashaha Kanandoha Namaste. Thank you, Sanskrit text. Thank you, Devanagari. Mists come together, that is a Hingangara. A cloud is formed, that is a Prasitava. It rains, that is an Udgita. It lightens and thunders, that is a Pratihara. It holds up, that is a Nitana. This is the Vairupasaman as woven upon rain. He who knows thus this Vairupasaman as woven upon rain acquires cattle both of various form and a beautiful form, which is a full length of life, lives long, becomes great in children and in cattle, great in fame. One should not find fault with it rain when it rains. This is his rule. This is like RPG game text. Okay, next up, I'm gonna mark that finished. Next up is camera lagging a little bit, still lagging. Oh well, if humans want this up here, so be it. I don't care. I don't care. He has no sympathy. I said, stop poking me. I said, this is the second time. Stop poking me. This is the third time. I wouldn't talk to you if you didn't poke me. Okay, and then I think I warned you enough. Here I go. There goes half your nation. Marked for extinction. Hare Krishna. Anyway, next. Here we go. Now, which chapter would it be? Alright, so I should have put an X. I didn't put the X, huh? So it's gonna be 28, I believe. Let me compare it with the text. Alright, it's medium sized. Pretty short. Palmana. Palvama. Yeah, this is the one. Yay. This is gonna be fun for me. I don't know about you, but this is what I do for fun. This is my Minecraft. This is my Call of Duty. This is Satan's. Chrono Trigger. Super NES, 1996. Or 1994. 1995 maybe. Alright, time to get rid of some evil here. Some. So maybe I'll get rid of a lot. If humans want to repent now, now's the time. And I wouldn't know, but the result, you'll know by your fruit if you have repented or not. Namaste. I've run out of patience. I'm just gonna do my job. If it blesses good people and curses evil people, I don't care anymore. So be it. āmēn. 따따스따스미는 비장 시레슈투 따따스따스미는 드 비자 시레슈투 사무디일누에 따탕비테 가루트마는 바꾸슈이랑 뜨돌남 가루트마는 바꾸슈이랑 뜨돌남 삼프라부도 비부타는 프라티 땀 들으셨더방 딜라밤 디발람 들으셨더방 디발람 짜이방 브라감은 빠는땅 브라감은 빠는땅 사마는 따따흐 바라서 바람짱 브라디아 그나는 브라디아 그나는 살바브라 하라노는 이아피 브라디아 그나는 살바 브라디아 그나는 살바브라 하라노 니아피 따트랑 짱시 다메양 트마 비디유다그니 사마브라파흐 파와나흐 수마하비리아흐 소마시양 바리라쿠슈이땅 상테나 바타게는 드레노 바쿠셔투는 더 나카이흐 쿠셔타흐 무훌 타마툴람 유드탐 그르트방 비니하토 유티 라자셰조드 투양 수마하트 바쿠셔방 테나 케짜라흐 그르트방 로칸은 니라 로캄 세테나 데바나바키라트 데나바킬노 라자상 데바 모하무파가마느 나 짜이남 나들어 쇼셰 차는 나 라자상 모르따라쿠 슈이노흐 에밤 삼로더 양마삼 가루더스트리 디발라야무 바꾸셔투는 더 브라하라이시짱 데바는 사비다다라하 나또 데바흐 사스라 그셔스툴남 바유마쪼다야트 비쿠슈이페맘 라조브러셔투임 다바이타트까이마 마루탐 아타 바유라포바하 다드라자스따라사 발리 따똥 비티미레 자테 데바흐 샤쿠니말다야는 나나당 쪼체짜이 발라바나 마하메카라바흐 카가흐 바티아마나흐 수라가노이흐 살바푸다니 피셔야는 우드파빵따 마하비리아흐 바쿠슈이라트 파라비라하 따무트 바티아는 따리쿠셔스탐 데바나 무파리 스티타무 발미노 비부타흐 살베 나나 샤스트라이라바키라는 나나 샤스트라이라바키라는 빠트뚜이 샤이흐 파리카이흐 슈라일가다 피시짱 사바흐 Kushuran Taijabali Taishe Champi Chakrairan Dityaru Pipiho Chakrairan Dityaru Pip Chakrairan Dityaru Pipiho Nang Shasatra Bisalgaishe Chang Bityamanaha Samanan Tattaha 꿀바는 수투 무람 유드탐 빠꾸슈이라는 방 비약감은 빠땀 비날다는 이방 장강셰 바이나떼야흐 빠땅 빠방은 빠꾸셔 피아 무라상 장이방 사마는 땅드 비야꾸슈이 빠뜨 수랑은 사마는 땅드 비야꾸슈이 빠뜨 수랑은 때 비꾸슈이 빠땅 스타토 대방흐 브라자구물 가루두 디땅흐 나카투는 덕구셔땅 시짱이밤 수수루부흐 쇼노이땀 바후 성티앙흐 브랑찜 사가는 탈방 바사보 덕구슈이놈 디샤무 브라자구무흐 사히땅 루드라이흐 빠따로 빠따게는드라 빠라탈슈이땅흐 디샴 브라티지마 디띠앙 나사띠앙 우드따람 디샴 무훌무후허 브라크셔마노 유티아마나 마하우자사무 아시바크라는 데나 비레노 레누케나 짱 빠꾸슈이노 그라타네나 짱 슈레노 따빠네나 짱 캣짜라흐 울루 까시바사나 피암 짱 니메슈에노 짱 빠꾸슈이노 브라루제나 짱 사미유드탐 짝강아라 브랄리헤나 짱 땅은 바꾸셔 나카투는 워그라이라 피나드 비낙탄 수타흐 땅은 바꾸셔 나카투는 워그라이라 피나드 비낙탄 수타흐. Wow. Oh, almost done. Okay. I thought there were 30 shlokas. 땅은 바꾸셔 나카투는 워그라이라 피나드 비낙탄 수타흐 유강은 딱강레 상은 꾸르드 타흐 비나기바 마하발라흐 마하비리양 마호트상하 스테나테 바후탕 꾸샤탕흐 레주라 프라카나 프라키양 루티라우카 브라발슈이노흐 땅은 꾸르드방 바타가시레 슈터허 살바누트 거라는 따지비땅은 아티거라는 또무르타시앙을 테 살바토그니 마파시아땅 아버르는 바남 마하지바라 말질피허 살바토문 바람은 다하는 땀이방 띠구시넘 슌 코람 바요사미리땀 따또 나바틸 무카남 그르트방 따라스비 가루도 마하트마 나디허 사마비양 무카이스 따따스타이허 수시 크라마가미야 보날자베나 지발라는 따마그님 따마미트라따 빠나흐 사마스타라트 빠트라라토 나디피흐 따따흐 브라차크레 바뿌라니아다를 빰 브라베슈투깡 모그니 마피브라샤미야 브라베슈투깡 모그니 마피브라 바뿌라니아다를 빰 브라베슈투깡 모그니 마피브라샤미야 Namaste. Sauti said, O thou foremost of Brahmanas, upon the gods having stood prepared for war in that way, Garuda, the king of birds, soon came upon those wise ones. And the gods, beholding him of excessive strength, began to quake with fear, and strike one another with all their weapons. And amongst those that guarded the Shoma was Pamana, of measureless might, effulgent as electric fire, and of great energy. And after a terrific encounter of only a moment, mangled by the Lord of Birds with his talons, beak, and wings, he lay as dead on the field. And that ranger of the skies, darkening the worlds by the dust raised by the hurricane of his wings, overwhelmed the celestials with it. And the celestials, overwhelmed by that dust, swooned away. And lo, the immortals who guarded the Amrita, blinded by that dust, could not see Garuda. And Garuda thus agitated the region of the heavens. And he mangled the gods thus with the wounds inflicted by his wings and beaks. And then the god of thousand eyes, commanded by Vayu, saying, Dispel thou this shower of dust soon, O Maruta, this is indeed thy work. And then the mighty Vayu soon dispelled that dust. And when the darkness had disappeared, the celestials attacked Garuda. And as he of great might was attacked by the gods, he began to roar loudly, like the great cloud that appeared in the sky at the end of the Yuga, frightening every creature. And the king of birds of great energy and slayer of hostile heroes then rose on his wings, and him staying in the skies over the heads of the gods, all the wise ones with Inandra amongst them, covered with double-edged broadswords, iron maces furnished with sharp spikes, pointed lances, maces, bright Kushorapras, and many a discus of the form of the sun. And the king of birds, attacked on all sides with showers of various weapons, fought exceeding hard, without wavering for a moment. And the son of Vinata, of great prowess, blazing in the sky, attacked the gods on all sides with his wings and breast. And blood began to flow copiously from the bodies of the gods, mangled by the talons and the beak of Garuda. And overcome by the Lord of Birds, the Satyas with the Ganadhaivas fled eastwards, the Vasus with the Rudras towards the south, the Adityas towards the west, and the twin Ashwinas towards the north. And gifted with great energy, they retreated fighting, looking back every moment on their enemy. And Garuda had encounters with Ashivakarananda of great courage, with Rainuka, with the bold Kartanaka, with Tapana, with Uluka, and Shashanaka, with Nimisha, with Puruja, and with Pulina. And the son of Vinata mangled them with his wings, talons, and beak, like that oppressor of enemies, the holder of the Pinaka, himself in anger at the end of the Yuga. And those Yakshas of great might and courage, mangled all over by that ranger of the skies, looked like masses of black clouds dropping thick showers of blood. And Garuda, depriving them of life, then went to where the Amrita was. And he saw that it was surrounded on all sides with fire. And the terrible flames of that fire covered the entire sky. And moved by violent winds, they seemed bent on burning the sun himself. And the illustrious Garuda then assumed 90 times 90 mounts, and soon drinking in many rivers with those mounts and returning with great speed, the oppressor of enemies, having wings for his vehicle, extinguished that fire with those rivers. And extinguishing that fire, he assumed another small form, desirous of entering into it. Okay. Yeah, there's no ending in Sanskrit, so I'm not reading this. Last one is Kalki Purana. I'm going to mark that X. Finished. just put next. Okay. So next up is Kalki Purana. After this, I'll chant for 1 hour, and then I'll chant in public for 1 hour. My camera is still lagging. This is so bad. Why is it so bad? Oh, I forgot to advertise. Alright, so I have to go get my physical copy of Kalki Purana. I'm sorry, the camera is lagging. I'm gonna reset the camera before I start, but if it lags again, you know, I'm just gonna do it once. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna say God meant it that way, and then if anybody's screwing with me, then you know God has nothing but to you know get rid of the attacker's entire nation. That's what God's job is, not my job. I just utter Sanskrit. Anyway, yeah, let me get my copy. Kalki Purana will change the world. And once again, you know, if a hacker is gonna get cursed because of me reading this Purana, so be it. I don't care anymore. I gave enough warnings. You know, oh, he's non-violent. Just mess with him. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. There's only a finite number of how many times I have to say that before I get rid of your entire nation. You know, if it's evil enough. I'll be back. Alexa, turn on the light. Okay, so I'm gonna reset my camera once more, and if it lags again, I'm just gonna say it was God's will. And if anybody was actively messing with it, then that person's nation is gonna have a huge loss. And I'm sorry about it, but 1 + 1 = 2, and if I utter Sanskrit, it cures good people, it curses evil people. It curses evil people to extinction, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, I reset it once. I gave enough warnings. I'm tired of getting angry. It takes a lot of... You have to pay me to get angry. You know. Alright, I'm still resetting it. Where is that? Is it the bonjour service? Is that what's messing me up here? Windows is funny that way. Right, let's see if it works. Nope. Alright, I'm still here. It's good that I'm taking a break because I'm all tired. Yeah, I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna recite Sanskrit and chant Hare Krishna. If anybody's in the way, if any nation goes to extinction, I had nothing to do with it. Eggless vegetarian, just like Hitler. Anyway, I don't know how to do this. Oh. Okay, now I got it. anything that's graphic related is like Apple is dominating it. All right. 17. There you go. If I'm lagging, I'm sorry. I did what I could, you know. Ooh, this is all right. I need medicine, and this is gonna change the world by up to 2%. Up to 2% just by this. From now for until 1 hour from now. Mark my words. Let me get my medicine because this is handy. I guess it's meant to be that way. I go through a lot of trouble. I read this, and the whole thing flips over. You know, if you're dealing with bad people in the world, test them to see if they believe in God or not. If they don't believe in God, by their actions, I mean, not by their words, the exact opposite of what they're saying may be true in many cases. Find out for yourself whether their heart is in God or not. If their actions show that it's not congruent with having trust in God, they're not for you. If you're from God. If you're not from God, then they're for you, vice versa. Two kinds of people. All right, for those faint of heart, you might want to get out of here because this just happened. I mean, you know, it's almost like I just need $20 to, you know, get this thing that I really need right now, and I just got it spiritually. All right, I have no patience. So. My advice is get out now if you can. I'm not gonna, this is not gonna be pretty, folks. It's not gonna be pretty, folks. And even, you know, it's the way even I said folks will sound like fox, you know, just gonna be that crazy. All right, so this will get rid of 2% of the evil in the world. Up to 2%, I should have. Up to 2%. I'm hoping for at least 0.5% permanently. Namaste. Sultan ubangchang jamadagniyaha samakalnuya ramam tam putra galtatinim 갈게라 피마땀 지냐 드방아가라야드 포급미 누이 브라땀 지냐 드방아가라 유두루 지냐 드방아가라 야두루금이 지냐 드방아가라 야두루금이 누이 브라땀. Nice double check. Wow. I hope I don't struggle with it too much. It loses its efficacy the more mistakes you make. Once again, it's an analog language, so you know it doesn't just you don't just get rejected right away. Where is it? Through. Yep, got it. Cool. Moving on. Pratena tena cha rama 보드랑 두여 수파강 사띠 살바포게나 삼유그땅 바푸방 스티라 야우바나 편하강 우방짱 비타남 부루히 메수땅 브라타시앙 시앙짱 야트팔라무 보랑 깨나 버릇 그릇담 타이미암 로크미누이 브라타 무드따마무 수땅 우방짱 슈르누 브라흐마누 랑아자푸트리 샬미슈투어 바셔팔바누이 아바강히양 사로니람 소맘 하라마파시아트 상 사키 피흐 파리부르땅 데바양니양 자 상은가땅 사문푸피디양 사무뜨탕양 파리야타 드바사남 두루따무 따트랑 슈크라시양 가니양 양 바스트라 비아티아 야마트마나흐 삼라쿠쇼유 구피땅 브랑하 바사남 디아자 피쿠쇼키 이티 다나바카니양 상 다시 피흐 파리바리땅 땅 다시양 방사상 바드타방 구페 구쇼이포트방 가땅 그르하무 땅 마그남 루다팀 구페 잘랄티 나후쇼 드마자흐 가레 스푸르시양 사무드 트르티양 브라하 강 드밤 바라나네 상 슈크라푸트리 바사남 파리타야 흐리양 피양 샬미슈투어 양흐 그릇담 살바 브라하 라자나미 쿠샤티 여양 티스타다 피브라얌 지냐 드바누브라지야 쇼파나무 앙시방시양 땅 야야오 게함 다시야흐 파리노야 두타 파리노야 드르타흐 상 가트방 파바남 슈크람 브라하 샤미슈토양 그르타무 따츠추르트방 구피땀 비프람 부르셔빨방하 사는뜨바야느 다는두염 맘 다는도야 비포 고포 야디아스티 때마이 샤미슈톰 바비아파그르땅 구루 야는마나 사프시타무 야는마나 사프시타무 랑장남 브라노땀 바데 베트드르셔트방 루셔브라비트 데바야니 데비얌 까니야 마마 다시 파바트비티 사마니야 다당 라장 다시에 담 비니유지야 사흐 야야오 니자그르함 진야니 다이밤 파라마캄 스마라느 따따흐 슈크라스타마니야 야야팀 프라티로마카무 따스마이 다다오 담 비티바트 데바야니 다야 사하 따뜨뜨방 브라하 느르밤 비프로피에남 라자수담 야디 샤야네 흐바야세 사디오 자랑 드바무파 포쿠쇼요티 슈크라시아이타드 바짜흐 슈르트방 라장 담 바라발누이님 아드로시암 스타파야마사 데바야니아누감 피얌 사 샬미슈투어 라자푸트리 두하카쇼카 파야고랑 니티암 다시샤타 길노 데바야니는투 세바테 에까당 상 바나가당 루다티 자흐나방 자흐나비 따뚜에 비셰방 미트람 무님 상담 다드르셰 스트리 피라 버릇담 프란티남 보노여가는 다 피흐 수루방 피흐 수방 시담 가라야는 담 브라담 말리아 투바디 뽀빠 하라카이흐 말리아 투바디 뽀빠 하라카이흐 말리아 투바디 뽀빠 하라카이흐 말리아 투바디 뽀빠 하라카이흐 닐마야 셔떠달람 바드맘 베디카얌 소치흐니땀 라문파 뽀따이시 짜뚤 피시뚜 라문파 뽀따이시 짜뚤 라문파 뽀따이시 짜뚤 피시뚜 짜뚤시 꼬놈 비랑지땀 바사상 늘미따그로 해 스바나 빠뜨떨 비치트리뜸 스바나 빠뜨떨 비치트리뜸 닐미땀 슈리바 수데밤 나나라드나 비카트 뚜이땀 나나라드나 비카트 뚜이땀 바우루슈에노 짱수 그때나 나나가는 토 나나가는 토다카이흐 슈파이흐 반짜무르타이흐 반짜가비알리아타 마는뜨랄 드비자리타이흐 One more. I'm not even halfway through. 반짜가비알야타 마는뜨랄 드비자리타이흐 마는뜨랄 시나파이트방 파드라비 투에 깔누이강양 브라부자야트 반짜필다샤 필방비 반짜필다샤 필방비 쇼더샤우루 빠짱라카이흐 쇼더샤이루 빠짱 쇼더샤이루 빠짱라카이흐 바디아말키아시라 마하람 시탈람 수마노하람 바라마나는다자나감 그로하노 바라메시바람 돌바 짜는다가는 짜는다남 짠다나 돌바 짜는다나가는 다 토여말키암 유크땀 브라야트나타흐 그로하노 로코미누이야 로코미누이나타 브라사는 나시야 마마 브라포 나나딜 토트라 나나딜 토트파밤 마리 수가는 티 수마노하람 그로하노 자마니얌 뜨밤 슈리니바사 슈리야 사하 나나 꾸수마가는 다 투염 수드라그라티타 무트타마무 바꾸셔 쇼파까람 짜루 마리암 나야 수라시바람 나는 또 사는 따, 나 사는 타, 나락지땀. Fewer than 20 shlokas, which is okay. 나는 또 사는 따, 나 사는 타, 나라디지땀. 사는 또 사는 따, 나 사는 타, 나라지땀. 바는 타남 hare hare Gurahana Baranam Shuddhatam Nirabarana Pra Sapriyam Yajinya Sutramidam Deva Prajapatini Binilmitam Prajapati Binilmitam Gurahana Vasudeva Sevam Rukminuya Ramaya Saha Nana Ratna Sama Yokotam Sevano Yokotam Vikatuitam Priyayam Saha Devesha Grahano Paranam Mama Natikushvira Gurudwana Nadipu Palad Duka Kanundokana. Wow, man. Yeah, Kalki Purana puts all the difficult words towards the end. Now it begins. Not all the chapters, but a lot of them actually, to the point that I recognize it. Natik Shwira Gurudwana Nadipu Palanga Palada Ruka Kanundakana. Natiku Shwira Gurudwana Nadipu Palada Duka Kanundakana. Natiku Shwira Guda. Natiku Shwira Gudana Natip. Natiku Shwira Gudana Nadipu Palada Duka Kanan Duka Kanundakana. Yeah, this could take a while. It's a difficult word. Very, very difficult word. Natiku Shwira Gudana Nadipu Palada Duka Kanundakana. Gurahana Rukminuyan Rukminuinata Sanatam Guru Man Prapo Kalpura Guru Gananta Tuyam Paramanananda Yakama Tupam Gurahana Parada Vaidal Pian Puriyayan Saha Pagatanam Gehashakatanam Samsara Tvanan Tanashanam Samsara Tvanan Ta Samsara Tvanan Tanashanam Dipama Lokayam Vipo Jagada Lokanadara Shyama Sunandara Padma Kushva Pitamambara Chatulpujang Prapananam Panhi Devesha Rukminuya Sahitang Chiutang Iti Tang Sangam Pratam Durashatavang Munim Katavang Sudahakitang Saimishutwa Vishitavachanang Gurutang Jaliruvang Chantang Saimishutwavang Rajaputrim Dulpagam Mam Sivamina Paribaljitam Dratumahatam He Devyo Pratenanenam Kaimanoam Shurutavang Tutang Pachasatasya Karunuya Chachang Kiyat Pujopakaranam Tatatavang Karayama Suradaya Tarat Karayama Suradagat. Sorry. Karayama Suradarat Pratam Kurtavang Tu Saimishutwa Labatavang Sivamina Mi Shivarama Sutavang Putran Susanan Tushutwa Samaput Satira Yavana. Sita Jashoka Panika Matye Saramayang Saha Pratam Kurutvam Patim Lepe Ramam Rakshasana Shanam Purohada Shiva Prasadena Kurutvam Tirapadi Pratam Pati Yukutang Tuhakamukutvam Tuhakamukutang Papuva Satira Yavanang Tatang Rama Site Pakushwe Paishake Devadashi Dine Jamadaganya de Pratam Chakre Purnam Pashachatu Shitoyam Patata Sutram Kare Madhatavang Pojayitavang Divijan Bafun Pukatavang Habishuyam Kushwirakatam Sumurashatam Sivaminang Saham Bupuja Prativim Saivamapoevam Sivajanai Vodatang Sang Putrao Sushuve Santavi Mekamala Bala Hakao Mekamala Bala Hakao Devana Mupakaltatarao Yajinyadana Patapo Vrataihu Yajinyadana Tapo de Vrataihu Yajinyadana Tapo Vrataihu Mahotasang Hao Mahaviriao Supagao Kalki Samamatao Vrata-varamiti Kurutavang Saiva Samampatta Samudaya Tayang Saiva Samampatta Samudayang Saiva Samampatta Samudayang Pavati Viditatatavang Pujitang Purnakama Haricharana Sarojada Bandhavang Pakatyaikaktanang. Wow. Another difficult word at the end. Just at the end, stuck it in there. It'll take 2 minutes at least. There you go. Haricharana Sarojada Bandhava Pakatyaikatana Haricharana Sarojada Bandhava Pakatyaikatana Haricharana Sarojadavan Haricharana Sarojadavandhava Haricharana Sarojadu Bandhuva Pakatyaikatana. One more. Haricharana Sarojadu Haricharana Sarojadu Bandhuva Duvandhuvan Haricharana Sarojadu Bandhuvan Haricharana Sarojadu Bandhuva Pakatyaikatana Prajati Kati Mupulvam Kati Mapulvam Brahma Vijñairagamyam Iti Shri Kalki Purano Bhagavate Pavishuye Durtiyamshe Rukuminui Vratam Nama Sabdada Shotyayahu. Namaste. That was a workout. Alright, I'm gonna read the translation. So at the end of the translation, a lot of things are gonna change. And thanks for this camera is not liking. So whoever stopped attacking, thank you very much. You will have your blessings. I mean, that's, this is how Kaima works. I mean, you do good too. That's why in the ancient days, you never touch the Brahmana, because he could make you disappear just by saying something like Hare Krishna, and then you just disappear. You'll become a snake, like literally, And not just only you, whoever's causing that, whichever DNA in you caused that to behave offensively to a, Brahmano in the ancient days, the real Brahmanos. Yeah, if you mess with them, they'll not only curse you slowly to death from then on, they'll take your entire nation with you sometimes. That they were powerful. They were what Christians should know as angels, but they don't exist anymore. I mean, they do, but not to the extent of being an angel. They're really rare. They still exist. Yeah. There's at least one. Used to be a lot more, right? Just now there's just one. Not me. Someone else. His name is Parashurama. Parashurama. If you say that long enough, he might actually answer you back, because he's still alive out of all the angels that died. Parashurama, 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 Parashurama. Just say that, as you're crying. He might answer your prayers. And if you have a high IQ, you could say, Yitishi Tweeton, Yitishi Tweeton, Yitishi Tweeton, Yitishi Tweeton, Yitishi Tweeton. You have to have an IQ of 110 at least. Yeah, to be able to say, Yitishi Tweeton. Alright. Translation. Kalki Purana. Noir. Noir? No. Noir. Dark. Krishna noir. Super dark. Anyway. Okay, here we go. Chapter 31. I'm reading from that version. I need to fix this. So let me just make sure that I put an X at the end. I just read the Sanskrit version. Go back and fix that title. 1731. Here we go. Sutra said, thereafter, Parashurama, speaking of the holy angel, that's him, with the desire to please Kalki, began to describe the Rukmini Vrata for the satisfaction of Rama. Thereafter, by executing this pious vow, the chaste Rama became very satisfied, having achieved an ever-youthful form that indicated her good fortune, as well as the fulfillment of her ardent desire to have a good son. Chanaka said, O Suta, what are the rules and regulations prescribed for the execution of the Rukmini Vrata? What is the actual benefit of observing this vow? Who was the person that initially observed this great vow? Please describe all this to me. Suta said, O Brahmano, I will reply to all that you have inquired about, and so please listen attentively. One day, while Shalmishutua, the daughter of Purushopaiva, the king of the demons, was bathing in a lake, she suddenly saw Mahadeva passing by. Shalmishutua was with Devayani and her companions playing in the water, and when she saw Mahadeva, she came out of the water to get dressed, out of respect. Devayani, the daughter of Shukrajanya, the spiritual master of the demons, had kept her clothes in the same place as Shalmishutua. By mistake, Shalmishutua put on Devayani's clothes, And when she saw this, Devayani became very angry and said, "You beggar, return my clothes at once." Shaimishutwa, the daughter of the king of the demons, was surrounded by her friends and maidservants, and when she heard this, she also became very angry. After tying Devayani's hands and legs, she threw her into a well and returned home. She threw her into a well and returned home. Devayani loudly cried out for help inside the well, and as if by the will of Providence, the son of Nahushua, King Yayati, came there at that time to drink some water. The king pulled Devayani out of the well and inquired, "O girl with the beautiful face, who are you?" Shukracharya's daughter quickly dressed while narrating to the king the story of her fight with Shaimishutwa. King Yayati understood the actual intention of Devayani, and he also desired to accept her hand in marriage. While giving her assurances, he followed her for some distance and then returned to his palace. When Devayani returned home, she informed her father of what Shaimishutwa had done to her. As soon as Shukracharya heard about what had happened, he became inflamed with rage. The king of the demons, Purushopaiva, tried his best to pacify his spiritual master, saying, "O Lord, if I have behaved offensively, please punish me. And if my daughter has aroused your anger, then punish her as you wish." When the angry Devayani saw that the king of the demons had fallen at her father's feet, she intervened, saying, "Let your daughter become my slave." The intelligent king very well understood that destiny is incontrovertible, and so he summoned his daughter and gave her to Devayani as a maidservant. After doing so, he returned home. Thereafter, Shukracharya, although a Brahmana, invited King Yayati to accept the hand of his daughter Devayani in marriage. At that time, Shaimishutwa went with Devayani to reside with her husband, King Yayati. At the time of the marriage of Devayani with Yayati, Shukracharya, the spiritual master of the demons, gave this warning to the king regarding Shaimishutwa: "If you invite the princess to your bed, then you will immediately be afflicted with old age." Being warned in this way by Shukracharya, the king meticulously avoided contact with Devayani's companion, the beautiful princess Shaimishutwa. Princess Shaimishutwa, who became morose as a result of the unfortunate turn of events, engaged in the service of Devyani along with they may have spelled it wrong. Devayani, along with 100 other maidservants. One day, as Shaimishutwa was seated in a forest by the side of the Ganges, crying, she saw the great sage Vishvamitra surrounded by many beautiful women. The sage was seated in the midst of these beautiful ladies, who are all very nicely decorated with nicely. Start with the word nicely. I don't think that's the actual translation. Maybe it is. I don't know. The sage was seated in the midst of these beautiful ladies, who were all very nicely decorated with ornaments and sandalwood paste, instructing them in the procedure for observing a vow which involved offerings of incense, a key lamp, and flower garlands. First, the sage painted a lotus flower having 8 petals, and then he decorated it by placing 4 banana trees at the 4 corners. This was done by the side of a golden altar inside a room that was decorated with silk cloth. The sage next installed the deity of Lord Vasudeva on that lotus and decorated him with jeweled ornaments. The procedure for worshipping the deity was that one should first bathe him with perfumed water, the 5 products of the cow, and 5 other substances, while chanting the Purusha Sukta mantras as the Brahmanas recited Vedic hymns. The deity should then be placed on the beautifully decorated altar and adorned with the mark of a lotus. After worshipping the deity with either 16, 10, or 5 articles, one should pray as follows. My dear Lord, this cooling padia will remove your fatigue, and so please happily accept it. They spelled it wrong. O beloved Lord of Rukmini, O beloved Lord of Rukmini, I made a great endeavor to make this aikya with dulva grass, sandalwood paste, and other fragrant substances. Please cheerfully accept it. O abode of Lakshmi, this water has been brought from numerous holy places of pilgrimage, and it is pure and very fragrant. It is our desire that you, along with Lakshmi, accept this achamana. O Lord of the demigods, this garland was prepared with many fragrant flowers. It will certainly enhance the beauty of your chest, and so please accept it. My dear Lord Hari, although your transcendental position can never be covered, it is our desire that you and Lakshmi will accept these nicely woven garments made with purified thread. Nicely is not, I don't think that's the translation. I think that's just added it. It's almost like mocking Sanskrit. My dear Vasudeva, you're the Supreme Personality of Godhead, accompanied by your consorts, Rama and Rukmini. This sacred thread was prepared by Lord Brahma, and so kindly accepted. O Lord of Lords, it is our desire that you and your beloved Rukmini will accept this necklace of pearls, jewels, and gold. O Lord of Rukmini, please accept these offerings of yogurt, milk, gul, rice, cakes, ladudus, and milk sweets, and a warmy shelter at your lotus feet. O bestower of benedictions, may you and your dear Rukmini accept this incense made with camphor and other perfumed substances. My dear Lord, you dispel the darkness of ignorance within the hearts of those devotees who are still attached to the material world. Please accept this key lamp and illuminate our vision of you. O Lord-side Lord, O Shyama Sunandara, who is dressed in yellow garments, O four-armed Lord, O Master of the demigods, O Lord Achyuta, I take shelter of you. May you and Rukmini please protect me. When the greatly distressed Shamishutua saw the powerful sage conducting this vow on behalf of many women, she went and offered her obeisances to him, and then spoke very sweetly with folded hands. Shamishutua said, O goddesses, I am a most unfortunate princess, being bereft of a husband. Please deliver me by instructing me in the observance of this vow. After hearing this, the women felt compassion for Shamishutua, and so they invited her to join them in observing this vrata with the paraphernalia they had collected. It was by the execution of this vow that Shamishutua received her husband, so that she was blessed with good children and an ever-youthful body. When residing in the Ashoka group outside Langanga, Sita observed this vow along with Sharama, and as a result, she was reunited with her husband, Lord Rama, the destroyer of the dynasty of Rakshasas. By the mercy of Vrahadashiva, Draupadi observed this vow and was thus blessed to always remain with her husbands, to be freed from all miseries, and to possess an ever-youthful body. Ever-youthful body. They spelled wrong like 5 times in this chapter. After hearing this narration, Goddess Rama, the consort of Lord Kalki, observed the vow on the Dvadashi of the fortnight of the waxing moon in the month of Vaishakha for 4 years under the guidance of Parashurama. At the conclusion of the vow, she tied a silk thread around her wrist and fed innumerable brahmanos. With her husband, she ate nicely prepared habituoma and condensed milk, and thereafter enjoyed life in this world without any hindrance in the association of her relatives. In due course of time, Kalki begot 2 sons named Mekamala and Balahaka within the womb of Rama. These two sons were very dear to Kalki. They were supremely fortunate, very powerful, and enthusiastic. They satisfied the demigods by performing many sacrifices. By observing this vow, women can become prosperous due to the fulfillment of all their desires, and they can acquire spiritual knowledge so that they will be respected by all classes of people. Because this vow also awards one devotional service at the lotus feet of Lord Hari, it enables one to achieve the ultimate goal of life, which is rarely attained even by elevated personalities. Thus ends the translation of 31st chapter of Sri Kalki Purana, named Rukmini Vratam. Phrase of Rukmini. Vow of Rukmini. Yep, that's the title. Oops. Alright, so let me mark that finished. Alright, so I'm gonna chant for 1 hour here, and then I'll chant in public for 1 hour. Thank you very much. The chanting's gonna be epic. I'm gonna change everything. I've had enough. I'm done. I was done being alive. And some people, even people who are close to you, wanna torture me for being alive. So be it. I'm gonna, get rid of everything that is evil. If a demise is supposed to happen to me, and I'll be no longer in this world, I'll take all the evil with me. That's what I'll do. That's something I could do with, what I'm trying to say is, what Hare Krishna, I will take at least half the evil with me. If I were to disappear from the world. We'll see what happens. I'm non-violent. I can't be violent even towards myself. So, but yeah, I've had enough of this world. There's nothing in the world that I want. Like, there are things that I need, but some of them I've given up a long time ago. And now you got left with wants, and you have, needs, wants, and would like to have. These are like 3 levels of your desires. Like, why do some humans go after, a dog that's already hurt? Trying to recover, like a dog that's not only hurt, but is trying to recover, trying to get better. It's another thing when the dog is despondent after an injury, but it's something completely opposite when that dog wants to survive after a fatal incident. And humans, 95% of humans I can't stand. Namaste. Have a good day.